Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Virgo. If Virgo is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's see what these tea leaves have to say today. Okay. And so our card for today is the Eight of Discs. And my goodness, this has to do with prudence. But I'm looking at this and it reminds me so much of the Mad Hatter right there with the big hat, kind of the little suit and maybe a little cane or something. And really just a feeling of coming undone a bit, right? I feel like there really is this clear message coming from the universe telling me to tell you it is time to rest, time to kind of slow things down, fortify self, because you are getting on the verge of this real kind of frenzied, surreal, a bit spirally, things coming undone, right? Going down that rabbit hole, but not in a fun way, right? This isn't a fun trip into, Wonderland. This is kind of like getting cranky, starting to feel like the world is out to get you, like nothing's going your way. Really just not in a place that any of us like to be, right? Especially because it's now November and we are coming up into the holiday seasons, all kinds of holidays happening. And a lot of gatherings and reunions and, just different social things, seasonal festivals and so on. This is really a time that can be quite emotional. It's tiring. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, it gets cold and dark and, we're not getting all of the vitamins that we need. I know where I live, they say that pretty much everybody has a vitamin D deficit. Because it's just so cold and you're not outside a lot. Now, if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's hot, right? It's just hot. People get a little more unhinged in that extreme heat, don't they? So, either way, it's time to slow your roll. Take a break, okay? Almost like, in my mind, kind of shutting yourself up in a little monastery, a little ashram, some kind of place away from it all, a temple somewhere, and taking that vow of silence, not getting engaged with anything, and, just taking some time. Okay, so we do have, it looks like a person who is holding a staff of some kind. And I feel like there is kind of this trek out into the wilderness to some degree. Just kind of an energy really of it's like a push and pull towards, am I going to let these emotions just kind of sweep me away? Am I going to get kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a crabby, standoffish energy, or am I going to take some time, intentionally rest intentionally disengage, do a little bit of soul searching, grounding, mindfulness, take some time, personal time, okay? And it doesn't have to be like, weeks of this, but every day, just like an hour, a half an hour. If you're like me, maybe 15 minutes here and there where you can take it. Whatever you can manage. But it is important. I think that this is really a time to work on, whatever your techniques are that you like. And we talk about this a lot here. The different things that I do, the different things I've read about, the things that keep us grounded, keep us processing things, not letting those blockages set in. And if we do we are confronted by or are confronting some kind of blockage within ourselves emotionally, spiritually, as we are going through that process, making sure that we have the support that we need. Okay, not only are we supporting ourselves with, the things that we need to do, our routines, our intentional movement, eating as well as we can, sleeping, getting good sleep. Sleep is so important, you guys. It's such an important part of all of this. But also, doing the things that make you feel inspired, having leisure. We do. Sometimes we do. We just need stuff that feels fun, or basically that you're just letting your mind kind of like go on autopilot for a little bit. And I shared just in another video, another reading, my big thing, and same with my husband over at Dove and Serpent Tarot, shout out to Paul. And you might not think this of him, but we do. We watch like some really like trashy like reality TV stuff, especially late at night when we've been busy all day long, and you would think we're just like we're just like doing rituals and summoning goddesses or something or whatever, reading poetry to each other, which we do some of that stuff, but more often than not, we're watching, like reading manga, or I read manga, he reads other stuff, but reading books and watching reality TV cuddled up on the couch. And that's like, that's sometimes you just need to turn your brain off a little bit. And, I think that this is a good time to really get ready for the next couple of months, because they're going to be busy. And if they're not busy, they might be difficult emotionally as well. Some years, there were years when I was alone. I've shared this before. I lived alone for quite a few years, but I was like in hermit mode, like on purpose, completely secluded. I would go, aside from work stuff, I would go sometimes weeks without seeing anybody. I wouldn't even talk to people like online or anything. And it was just me and my cats. And even for holidays, I just didn't go to a lot of things. And that can be hard if it's self-imposed or if that is the circumstances that you are in. So here's the other thing I want to talk about. And I'm looking at this, that we have a person here who's kind of reaching out from this emotional space, reaching out. We have that the traveling person. We have the person who is reaching out. We have an angel over here. Okay. And what comes to mind when I see this, making sure, so if you don't have family, maybe for whatever, gatherings that are going on, I know we all see it on, social media, on the TV, on YouTube, whatever, commercials, it really pushes hard, all these holidays and stuff. And, it can feel very, alienating, like you are very kind of cast out, or, you're just kind of missing out on everything. And that's understandable. So we need to make opportunities for ourselves. Okay. Going and visiting people, even if you don't know them, right? I talk about this a lot in the readings is, there are a lot of people who don't have anybody, especially older people. Okay. So going out of your way to go and visit with people, making your own holidays, your own feasts, like special events. It doesn't have to be on the actual days of the different holidays that are going on, but doing something special for yourself. It does not have to cost a lot of money or anything, but making your own traditions. It's easy for us to get into these places where, and I'm great at this because I don't like to host things. I'm not a good hostess or whatever. But I'm like the good second person. I'm like the one that like is really good at gathering all the stuff and bringing it, but not good at hosting. So in the years where everybody else was doing stuff and maybe I didn't get the direct call, or I didn't see the Facebook, event thing, or maybe I just didn't get invited. You know what I mean? And I felt pretty bad sometimes about that, and realized that, you know what? I'm going to just put myself right in there. I'm just going to, and now, I'm not hosting, thankfully, but I'm one of the big planners of some of this stuff. And that's a lot of work in itself. But you know what? What I have learned through this process is we have to make our own fun. Where if we feel like we are missing out, then we need to do something, right? You begin a tradition. You go out and see people. Go and see people. There are tons of other people who are in the same boat. Do a, anti-holiday. Do a friends dinner. Do we don't have family dinner, or whatever it is, or if you are having things, invite people, invite the stragglers. I was a straggler for a long time, especially, my parents died when I was a kid. So, over the years, I cannot tell you, especially when I was young, how many other family I never knew, I didn't know most of the people. I went to a lot of different people's family gatherings over the years, so many, so if you are in a place, invite the people in your life that don't have anything going on. They will really, be thankful for that. Okay. So, now that I've given you all of this, these to-dos, and I'm just looking, I really think it's just a sense of going away from everything, getting ready for everything that's about to happen. Okay. And then your fields are fertile, ready for it all. Nobody loves, doing all this stuff, all the to-dos, more than a Virgo. We might not like to host it. We might complain at every step. Every dang old sheet I have to wash for every person that's staying over, or, all of the little ingredients I have to go pick up, or what. I love to complain about it. Maybe not even to anybody but myself. But guess what? I also love it. I love being a part of something. And oftentimes I've had to make things for myself. I've had to make my own somethings. And, that's the work of a magician. That's the work of an occultist, of a person growing a family, of a person creating a world creator, an atmosphere maker. And that's what we are, Virgo. That's exactly what we are. and I know this too, my sister's the exact same way. She's a September Virgo. I'm a August Virgo. We both are the same way. We love to create atmospheres for people. We love to be helped. Or help. We love, not, well, I like to be helped too. We love to help, right? And so, do something meaningful. And here, one more thing. We have a person with a beautiful bird. It looks like quite a fancy little bird there. And I think that this is a expression of spirit, kind of a very regal, beautiful occurrence. And I think that there will be splendor at the end of all of this. But you have to, and this is where that prudence comes in, be prudent with first money. Yes. Okay, always, right? Especially during the holidays. But with your energies, okay? Get that rest. Get ready for this. Get to sleep. Catch up on sleep, whatever that means. Is that a real thing? I don't know. I don't remember what a good night's sleep is. All right, let's see. We have kind of the candle of illumination. It looks like it's blowing there. And we have 3, 1, 2, 3. And so I think 3 important, whatever they are, sign symbols, something coming up, synchronicities, messages, visions, revelation, something, a series of them coming up, and they will click and you will be like, yes, I saw this, and I cannot deny that the universe is talking to me, that is showing me something. Okay, so keep track of that because it's going to be important. This is going to be part of unlocking all of this energy that you have. Well, you're maybe lacking a little energy. So get to sleep, and then, unlocking that energy that will come of that rest that you need. Now we have the Dreamer's deck from the I Know collection, and we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to stop where it feels right there, and turn it around. It says, I know that nothing bad lasts forever, even when my emotions tell me otherwise. I am never stuck. And this is kind of the feeling, right? When we get worn down, when we are running on empty, there's more and more to do. We have all these kind of monumental parts of the year coming up. And it just is like, I feel bad. Like, it's not necessarily the worst, but, just more to do. There's so much more. There's always something to be doing, right? Taking time for ourselves, being alone a little bit, okay? Shutting the stuff off. Getting, excuse me. I knew it was coming. Excuse me. I thought I could get away with not having that happen, and it did. Okay, so really getting that rest, though, letting those vital resources charge up. Okay, so important. And now, let's see. Yeah, I think that's it, actually. Now we're at the end. So Virgo, I love you. You are my kin, of course. And I thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it really, really does help the channel so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. Thank you for putting up with my congestion. It is just, I don't even feel that bad anymore. It's just, I think it's partially allergies too. It just, they've been burning. I live out in the middle of nowhere, and there's, a lot of fields and farms and things, and there's a lot of burning happening. So, burning refuge and stuff. And so, anyways, also, I was out doing my own leaves and things yesterday, like a smarty pants. And yeah, I'm just so congested. So thank you for putting up with it. I apologize. It'll get better. I've been steaming myself and I know it sounds bad, but you know what? I want to do the readings and I'm going to. All right. So anyways, Virgo, yes, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. We will talk very soon.